Hi Scorpio, welcome to your May 2022 astrological forecast. So, as you know, because I've mentioned this many times, the sun is in your opposite sign of Taurus. Okay, where you have Taurus in your chart is your seventh house of close relationships, romantic, business, close friend. This is the house of arrangements, agreements, contracts, the house of open enemies, and even competition. Okay, so the planet Uranus is here. It's still going to be here for a while yet. And the sun is here up until the 20th. Venus will move here on the 28th. But Mercury actually retrogrades back into this area on the 22nd. Mercury starts off the month in Gemini. Okay. And then, like on the 10th, I'm sorry, yes. Yeah, it retrogrades. Mercury retrogrades in Gemini and falls back into Taurus, into your seventh house. Okay. So this could be a little bit of an inkling as to what's going on here. Okay. Where you have Gemini in your chart is your eighth house of shared resources, shared property, shared debt. It's the house of passive money coming to you through means other than earning it, like a legal settlement or insurance payout, inheritance, legacy, refund of some kind. Could be tax refund. The sun actually doesn't move into the eighth house until the 20th, okay? But Mercury is here, and it retrogrades back into, again, like I said, Taurus. So eventually, possibly a conversation that you've already had with one of these close friends or close partner, like last month, okay, it comes back to, again, possibly for like review, okay? You should be careful no matter what, whenever you're speaking to anybody. But when Mercury's retrograde, a lot of times people misinterpret whatever it is that you're saying, even though you think that they understand what you mean, and they think they're getting, that they also understand what you mean, but they're just getting the gist of it. And they're mainly even not really listening, half listening. So things like this pop up at this time. In fact, you could have had a really good conversation last month with, the business partner or a romantic partner about how you would like to proceed further with, the relationship. And everything could have gone really well, but now that Mercury is back here, for a little while, it has you kind of like even reviewing what was said, because you could realize that whatever arrangement that you made with someone, it isn't either working out, or hasn't even started, even though your friend or partner said, agree to do something or change something or whatever within your relationship. So this is time to remind them, okay? So your relationships, that's what's going to happen here, is they're going to be like your focal point for a while yet. And there's always that element of surprise as long as the planet Uranus is in your seventh house. So you're going to have, eventually Mars will move into this area, okay? After it leaves Aries, it will move into Taurus. So you're going to have problems with somebody being very aggressive towards you. So that could actually be starting like right now, or you could see it coming, just by the way someone is talking to you. So this is just like in your close relationships, but this is also the house of open enemies, okay, meaning someone that you don't get along with, and everyone knows it. Even that person knows it. Okay, so it's like not really a big deal, but a lot of times they start acting up when planets are in your seventh house. Okay, there's a full moon, a lunar eclipse in your sign, in your first house, right, on the 16th. Because the full moon occurs during an eclipse, the eclipse will make the effects of the full moon last longer than longer than usual. Okay? So whatever happens around that time, it's going to really affect you, and it's in some kind of relationship, a close relationship. It could even be like just with a friend. You know, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner or a business partner. It's just a close relationship. So something could happen that actually, you know, it's probably you. You could be the thing that's actually happening. You know, your full moons bring issues to the surface so they can be dealt with and done away with. So maybe that's what's going on here. Is you want something to change in this one of the close relationships. Okay. It could be in regards to now this Mercury in Gemini in your 8th house, like I said, of shared property, shared debt. You know, there could be something going on here where you know, you don't want a partnership with this person anymore, or you want them to buy you out if you share property or whatever with them, especially a business. But a romantic partner, though, too. You know, if you have joint accounts, even bank accounts or credit cards, something like that, or anything kind of, you know, tangible that you may share with someone else. Okay, this is what the issue could be. You know, discussing. You know, either saving money, not spending it, or the bills are too high, or whatever the case. But there's a new moon here on the 30th in your 8th house in Gemini, so it brings a new beginning in this area. The sun will move here like on the 20th, so you'll have Mercury and the sun in your 8th house, and that will be up for discussion. So that's probably what's going on in the beginning of the month, is just trying to figure out if you still want to own whatever with another person, or even if it's just like a friend and it's not like ownership, it's a close friend that borrows your stuff and vice versa. You know, if you want to stop lending them your things, or even lending them money. Okay. So the Venus actually starts off on the 2nd in Aries. Okay, Jupiter will move into Aries on the 10th, and Mars will move into Aries on the 24th. And where you have Aries is your 6th house of the workplace, the kind of work that you do, your co-workers. It's your house of health and your house of service, also your house of small pets. Okay, so you're going to have Jupiter here for like a, you know, I don't want to say a really long time, but an extended period of time. It will retrograde back a little bit into your 5th house of Pisces, where it is at the beginning of the month. Jupiter is still in Pisces up until the 10th. But for now, you know, whenever Jupiter's in your 6th house, as far as your health goes, it's usually pretty good. If it isn't, this is when you start to take steps to ensure that it is, by like changing your diet, exercising, taking up some kind of physical activity. Especially when Mars enters this area, it'll give you like the stamina to do that, the energy to do that. But also a lot of times this is when you might possibly gain weight, okay, just from like overeating or whatever. And with Venus here at the beginning of the month, you know, from the 2nd to the 28th, brings kind of like a lazy attitude, you know, towards work. You know, not really feel like working, or only wanting to work on stuff that I don't know, you enjoy. You know, the other whatever is I don't know, too boring for you, or whatever the case. You know, this is also like a really good rapport with your co-workers and your company or your boss. And also Jupiter in the 6th house means that there's someone new coming into your workplace that benefits you in some way. Okay, there could be a new co-worker or new boss or new policy, even in regards to you know, your company. So you benefit. Everybody benefits, but you benefit a little bit more. And if it is a person, you may become like really good friends with them outside of work, even. Okay, so for now, though, you know, Jupiter is in Pisces up until the 10th, and Mars is in Pisces up until the 24th. in your 5th house where you have Pisces. And you also still have Neptune there. Okay, so, you know, Jupiter here should have expanded your opportunities to meet new people as far as romance goes. Okay, also expanded your creativity in some way or other. Maybe you got involved in new forms of entertainment that you know, you didn't think you would even like, maybe film or art or something like that, or music. And, you know, you could be one of these artists yourself, right? So you were like exposed to some new or different form of art that's like yours, but it's different in some way, you know. So it's something that you might use, you know, might blend in with whatever it is that you're already doing. But you benefited in some way from like expanding your horizons, you know, when it came to entertainment or creativity. Okay. So you did have like more opportunities for romance, though. It should have opened like the doors for like nicer, not nicer people, but better people to come into your life. You know, as long as the planet Uranus is in your 7th house of close relationships, there's always going to be, like I said, that unpredictability where you're attracted to the type of person you would never even been attracted to before. You're very, they are very freedom loving, and possibly you are also, when maybe you weren't before, but they're very unusual. There's something very unusual about them. Because you have Neptune in your 5th house, there's also something kind of deceptive even about someone you could be seeing like romantically. You know, you're attracted to them because it's the allure is like I don't know, being in the presence of a movie star or something or other like that. That is how you're viewing this person, or that's how you're being viewed. You know what I mean? Someone else could feel this way about you. So as long as Neptune's there, you know, in your 5th house, it's going to be kind of a dreamy world when it comes to romance, creativity, even gambling and speculation. So you got to be careful about that. You would only do something if you have a hunch. Okay. So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Scorpio on the 14th, 15th, and 16th. And the best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign. Your opposite sign is Taurus, and those dates are the 1st, 27th, 28th, and 29th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 9th, 10th, 11th, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The best time for money is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. The best time for your career is the 7th, 8th, and 9th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. So, don't forget to check out my weekly forecasts. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, be sure to comment and like and share and subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell, and you'll be notified each time I upload something. Okay, so I will see you next week. Goodbye.